everyone, this is Ricey and this is the Good Looking Devil Halo. And welcome to our channel, Quest Canada. In this video, let's talk about everything you need to know about working in Canada as an international student. There was a viral post recently wherein an international student had a problem with the legality of staying here in Canada, and it all started with non-compliance on working hours in the country as an international student. Now, non-compliance to this rule can result to one, the student being asked to leave Canada, second, risking the work permit and the PGWP when the program is done. So follow the rules. It is absolutely fundamental. Before we dive deep into the topic surrounding this rules and regulations, there are three basic factors that you have to consider if you are looking to be or aspiring to be an international student here in Canada. The first one is that the school of your choice must be a designated learning institution. Second is that it must be a PGWP or postgraduate work permit eligible. And the third is that your program must be eligible for PGWP. So those three certainly must all be ticked before you decide on any course, on any school within Canada. So having that out of the way, two basic things you have to consider before you start working is that the first one, your program or your studies should have already started before you start working. You cannot work before your studies start. The second one is that your study permit should state that you are allowed to work on and off campus. You do have two options when working in Canada as an international student. The first one is working on campus and the second one is working off campus. So working on campus, you are eligible if you are a full-time post-secondary student in any of these categories here. The second one is that you must have a valid study permit, and the third one is that you must have a social insurance number. I must mention as well that this three eligibility requirements allows you to work on campus without a work permit. So the moment you are no longer eligible to any of these three requirements, and then you can no longer work on campus. The beauty of working on campus is that there's no limit to the amount of hours that you can work, and then it is additional if you work off campus as well, which is 20 hours per week. Now, there are also eligibility requirements to be able to work off campus. The first one is that you must be a full-time student in a designated learning institution. The second one is that you're enrolled in a post-secondary academic vocational or professional training program or a secondary level vocational training program if you are in Quebec. The third one is that your study program must be 6 months long and leads to a degree, diploma, or certificate. And the last one is that you must have a social insurance number. Again, an international student can only work 20 hours per week, but you can work full-time during long holiday breaks such as summer break or winter breaks. During this time, you can work full-time, but you have to consider that you have to be a full-time student before and after your full-time jobs. Now, I do understand that being an international student can be truly expensive, and therefore the student would need, or you would need, all the income you could possibly get. And in this situation, I can suggest that you find a job that is on cash basis. One thing you have to be aware of is that it can be an absolutely gruesome, daunting, and stressful endeavor to work and study at the same time. I tried to do it back when I was studying in university, and I could not do it. And I therefore have so much respect to people who have got the audacity and the proper mindset to strike a balance into studying and working at the same time. You have to be physically, emotionally, and mentally ready when it comes to studying and working at the same time. But this is absolutely doable as long as you have got your priorities set and your ability to manage your time properly. So those are the basics of what you need to know before working in Canada as an international student. Again, the reason that you take this path is for you to be a PR, or permanent resident of the country, and you do not want to risk that opportunity just because you worked overtime or you did not comply with the rules and regulations of working here in the country.